Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Let me take you on a journey to one of the most hopeful promises in the Bible, Jeremiah 29:11. This verse is like a warm embrace on a cold day, a bright light in the middle of darkness. If you've ever felt lost, unsure of your future, or stuck in a storm you can't seem to escape, this verse is for you. Let's break it down and uncover the powerful hope hidden in these words. First, let's understand the context. When God spoke these words through the prophet Jeremiah, the Israelites were in exile in Babylon. They were far from home, surrounded by strangers, and likely feeling abandoned. They had lost everything they held dear: their homes, their routines, their sense of security. Have you ever felt like that? Like life as you knew it had been ripped away, leaving you in unfamiliar territory? God's words came to them in the midst of their despair. He was telling them, I see you. I haven't forgotten you. Even in this difficult season, I have a plan for you. And that's the first point we can take away. Even when life feels chaotic, God is still in control. God knows the plan. Notice the first part of the verse, for I know the plans I have for you. Here's something powerful. God knows the plan, even when you don't. Sometimes we want all the answers right now. We want to see the big picture. But life often feels like a puzzle where we only have a few pieces, and it's frustrating. What God is saying here is, I've got the full picture, and it's good. Think of it like this. Imagine you're driving through thick fog. You can barely see the road ahead, but your GPS knows the way. You may not see every turn, but if you trust the GPS and keep moving forward, you'll reach your destination. That's how God works. He's the ultimate guide. Trust Him to lead you through the fog. Plans to prosper. Next, let's talk about the word prosper. What does that mean? For many people, the word prosper might bring images of money, success, or fame. But God's prosperity is so much deeper than material things. It's about peace, joy, and purpose. It's about living a life that's rich in love, hope, and meaning. Even if you're struggling right now, whether it's financially, emotionally, or spiritually, know this: God's plan isn't to leave you in that struggle forever. It's to bring you to a place where you can thrive. Sometimes it's in the hardest moments that God is preparing you for something greater. A seed has to be buried in the dirt before it can grow into a beautiful tree. Maybe this season of struggle is just the planting stage for your future growth. Not to harm you, and then God says, not to harm you. This is so important because when life hurts, it's easy to wonder, is God punishing me? Did I do something wrong? But this verse is clear. God's plans are not to harm you. He's not out to get you or see you suffer. Instead, He's using every moment, yes, even the painful ones, to shape you into the person He created you to be. It's like refining gold. The process involves fire, which can seem harsh, but it's necessary to remove impurities. God allows us to go through difficult times, not because He wants to harm us, but because He's refining us, making us stronger, purer, and more beautiful. Hope and a future. Finally, God promises us hope and a future. Isn't that incredible? This means your story isn't over. No matter how dark or uncertain things look right now, there is more ahead for you. Your future is in God's hands, and He's planning something beautiful. Let this verse remind you that you are not alone. You are not forgotten, and your current situation is not your final destination. God is working behind the scenes, orchestrating things for your good. So hold on. Take heart. Trust in the promise that your life has a purpose and your future is full of hope. If you're feeling overwhelmed or discouraged, write this verse down. Keep it somewhere you'll see it often. Let it be a reminder that God has a plan for you, even when life feels messy or uncertain. And most importantly, don't stop believing. Your best days are still ahead.